thing that could happen to somebody who has a record collection that is all on the internet. Well, I take that back. Not on the internet, but one that is all digital. I'm just saying, what's the worst thing that could happen, right? I'll tell you, my hard drive crashed. Now, I never put my music on the computer because the computer crashes, then you're pretty much screwed. But if your hard drive crashes, you can always get another hard drive. The only thing is you have to have the music backed up somewhere else on another system, whether it be another computer or another hard drive or whatever. Thank goodness I have one, two, yeah, two hard drive, three. Well, I had three up until today. I'm just hoping that they can save it. It's on life support right now, so I'm just hoping they can save it. Last week, I had the pleasure of not only hosting but DJing for this gentleman by the name of Antone. Everybody says he's doing an imitation of Barry White, but he actually sings like Barry White. He just doesn't talk like Barry. You know, that's for us. This is my brother from another mother, Antone. This is all caught up on bedtime stories. Uh, Yo, love. All caught up, baby. Lawrence Lanier, good afternoon, good evening, I should say. I'm sorry. Good to see you, sir. As it is good to be seen. How are you, Sir Lawrence? Good to see you, sir. Don't forget to share the video. Troy Anthony, meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Mm-mm. Good evening, Troy Anthony. How are you, sir? Always glad to see a friendly face. Or yours, for that matter, yes. Lawrence said, I am well, I am blessed. I'm glad to be on here listening to a man who cannot be voted out of office. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, sir. A man who cannot be voted out of office. No time soon, at least. But thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate that. So it's interesting because I have not seen that. Well, I can see them now because I have a television here. See who won and where. Because a few people have advertised with us at the radio station. So I'm interested to see who won. So we shall find out. 9.1 point one. Let's go to channel 9. Pritzker versus Bailey in general election. All right. Michelle, what's going on, legs? Oh, there it is. Leggy. Bailey is the Republican choice. Okay. Who is Bailey, by the way? Lawrence? I haven't seen this Bailey guy. Who's this Bailey guy? Is it a guy or a girl, Bailey? But we all know who's going to win that race, right? Troy said, "What? Tell me the difference between an elephant and a flea." I don't. I don't know. I'm gonna let you answer that. That is Baby Doll and Inside My Love right here on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello to Lawrence Lanier, also to Troy Anthony, aka the Soul Pole, and Michelle Soleil, also known as Leggy Shelley, because she's got the longest legs ever. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Doctor. What's my name? What's my name, fool? Dr. Al Greer, right here on Bedtime Stories. Check me out on this new board. It's like all digital, right? I'm so scared that something's going to happen to it. Now, this particular board, yeah, Michelle, ask him what the difference is so we can do the rim shot, because I got a rim shot for him. Okay, Troy, what is the difference between an elephant and a flea? Hope it's nothing dirty. Hope it's something I can say on the air. Well, this is internet, so I can pretty much say whatever I damn well please. But anyway, just try to keep it clean. So in the general election, it's Pritzker versus Bailey, whoever Bailey is. Yeah. The answer's typed up there. Ray Charles, look about 4 messages. Okay. Here it is. An elephant can have fleas, but a flea can't have elephants. All right. You like that, huh, Troy? Wait a minute. What's the difference between elephants and fleas? Well, elephants can have fleas, but a flea can't have elephants. Thank you very much. I'll be here all night. It's Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Al Greer. Both are in the circle. All right. Pritzker, Bailey, who will win? This was the general election today. Let's see who won. Hopefully the people that advertised on my radio station. They want their money back. It ain't my fault if you lost. Lauren said they're both in the circus. Okay. Anyway, now that you all are here, I had a interesting evening. I had dinner this evening with a lovely young lady. And we pretty much had a ball. Yeah. Lawrence said elephants and fleas are in the circus, so they're both eligible to be politicians. Thank you. Thank you, Lawrence. But yes, I had a fascinating evening. I had a ball. Me and my date, we went to Five Guys. Jonathan Jackson. Hey. Well, we all knew Jonathan was going to win. I mean, really? You know, his commercial started off with a speech by his father. How could he lose? How could you lose? I mean, really? Did he really even have to run? Jonathan Jackson, son of Jesse Jackson, did he really, did he really even have to run for anything? Did he really have to put out any? Well, Jesse Jr. had to last time, and he won. But look what happened. I'm just saying. But congratulations, Jonathan Jackson. Jonathan Luther Jackson, or as I call him, John John. Yeah, he's a 70-year-old man. I'm still calling him John John. Yeah. But anyway, back to my dinner. It was wonderful. Was Jesse Jackson part of the Jackson Five? Yeah, he was Joe's. See, I can't even get it out. Yeah, he's Joe's brother. Yeah. Let's see who else won. Thurgood Brooks. Okay. I don't know who he is either. I know, right? Lawrence, let me warn you. First of all, the views and opinions are those of Troy Anthony and not those of WOSD, BiggsRadio.com, or any of the Ray Neal media stations. In other words, please don't take anything that Troy says, yeah, don't. Yeah, really don't. I mean, don't egg him on. It's Dr. Ron Ford. Good evening, Dr. Ford. How are you, sir? I love to say that, Dr. Ron. Whenever you call it paging Dr. Ron, you're wanted in surgery. The lady is all prepped and ready for surgery. It's time for you to operate. Troy said, I speak for Al Greer and all the radio stations, even the online stations. Jamie Gill, how are you? Hey, buddy. How are you, buddy? She probably said, oh, you still on that, huh? You still on that, huh? You can't let that go, huh, Al? Hey, buddy. The lady is strep. You can't operate without your music. I know. I am wonderful. Thank you for asking. I am positively wonderful. After the day that I've had, I'm like, woo. Jamie, my hard drive crashed. My little, with all my music on it and my shows, it crashed. I'm in Chicago. You doing any shows? As a matter of fact, the only show that I'm doing is my class reunion, and that's in Itasca. I could text you the address if you want to drive that far. Or the other option is there's a gentleman that asked me to do a backyard party on Friday. So it's either Friday or Saturday. I would love to have you come aboard, hang out, catch up on old times. I would, but seriously, I would like to see you. I really would. Yeah. But I'm glad you're at home. Well, I can't say at home because you don't live here anymore, but of course it's your hometown. So it's always nice to see you. And it's just oh, I'll be gone by then. Maybe next time. What about Thursday? I'm off Thursday. Yeah, I am off all day Thursday. Yeah. Does anybody know who will do a dance on the floor in the round? Can we dance on the floor in the round? Yeah. But Thursday, breakfast at Bailey's, 63rd and King Drive, 10 o'clock. Let me know. I leave Thursday morning. Oh, you drove. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay. But it's ironic that both you and Dr. Ron are on because, a few months ago, Dr. Ron had interviewed you, which is kind of cool. Thursday morning. Dang. Yeah. But let me know if you decide to stay until the weekend. That would be nice. Ron's your buddy. Yeah. Ron's your buddy. I'm your buddy. Yeah, we're all buddies. I like that. Uh, John Caldwell, Al, putting your butt to sleep. But like I said, if you decide to stay past Thursday, it would be my pleasure to take you to breakfast because I haven't seen you in forever. I think the last time I saw you in person, I was doing a what was it? I was um I was emceeing a show at the country club, and you say you don't remember me? I'm Jamie. I'm like, Jamie who? Oh yeah, Jamie. Okay, of course I remembered you. There are not too many women who are like as tall as you are. I can forget. It's like that chick was so short, I don't even remember her. But you know, but hey, give me a call tomorrow before you get busy. Get busy one time anyway. Leave me alone, Jamie. Uh, that you couldn't have come on my live at a better time because I was having such a bad day. I was having my hard drive crashed. BBD, when will I see you smile again? It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to John Caldwell, also to Dr. Ron. Every time Dr. Ron calls me, I'm always expected to say, Dr. Ron's office, please leave your message. He's not in right now. Or we're prepping you for we're prepping you, Dr. Ron, for surgery. Anyway, TC, she said, everybody, hey everybody, this will be my last week working night shift. That is, she'll have our 9 to 5. Then you can hang out with us. There you go. And Jamie Gill, she brought some sunshine from Daytona Beach, Florida. Hey, buddy, I can honestly say, Jamie, I missed you. I've known you since, good Lord. I don't know why I thought Jamie was my age, but it's like she said, I'm like, Dad, you're still a baby, and I'm a lecherous old man. But anyway, Troy Anthony says, I heard the song Billie Jean was based on Billie Jean King because Michael Jackson loves playing with balls that barely have hair on them. Okay. And without further ado, they never should have gave me this board with that on there, I tell you. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories with the baby, Nancy Wilson, for the baby. I know, Doc. I know, Doc. Doc, not gonna say nothing else. Cause I know what's gonna be next, Give a Negro a mile and give him an inch and he takes a mile. I tell you, every time. Just I know, just leave it alone, Ron. Right? I know, just leave it alone. Again. Jamie. Let me just shut up. You know, don't say nothing, Al. He said, Ron said, there you go, putting your foot in your mouth again. Sorry. Okay. My bad. Jamie, I would love to hear from you. I think it will be nice to hear from you before you leave on Thursday. That's it. Was that good enough, Ron? Okay. All right. Let me stop. Okay. Somehow I think both of you all are in cahoots. What's really going on? See, you can't you can't tell everybody everything. And when you do, it's like, it always comes back to bite you in the ass. Every time. Comes back to bite you in the ass. It never fails. I know, just in cahoots to do what? Never mind, Jamie. I said something to Dr. Ron about you, that's all. Now, if you want to ask him what I said, or if you want me to say what I said on my Facebook Live, then I'm not going to say it because now I'm embarrassed. John Caldwell, how are you, sir? And yeah, not a moment too soon. John, how are you? Sid McCoy said, open your mouth real wide so get your foot in, get your foot out first. I know. Yeah, when you tell people stuff in private, you just assuming that that's where it'll stay. So I'm just assuming that it's just a coincidence that you and Dr. Ron are on my Facebook Live. Broadco, I would never. My man, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Dr. Ron. Greatest horse name ever, Hoof-Hearted. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Hoof-Hearted. Troy, like I always say, how do you come up with this stuff? How do you come up with this stuff? We're always on the show together, just like you and I are on his live together. We are all in good company. Yes, we are. We are all in good company. So, guys, changing the subject real quickly before I do put my foot in my mouth and I never see Jamie Agill again in life. Al just asked who farted. But anyway, so here's the deal. Someone asked me, did you watch the BET Awards? I said, no, I did not. She said, you didn't watch the BET Awards? I said, no, sis, I didn't watch the BET Awards. This is what you missed on the BET Awards. She pulled out her phone and she went to a commercial that was on the BET Awards about getting the COVID-19 shot. And lo and behold, in the commercial is my brother, Christopher Anderson Greer Sr. I was like, and I missed this? Yep. My brother was in a commercial that ran on BET during the BET Awards. I I can't say anything bad about him. I wish him well. I wish him, you know, I wish him good luck in his career. That's it. I never want to, not support my family, my children, my children, blood or otherwise. I always support people. Um, you know, whenever Dr. Ron is on with Chris Bass, Mike Love, uh, Dr. Reggie Miles, Professor Reggie Miles, I'm sorry, um, Lee Michaels, Uncle Lee, and Buck Wild. Whenever they're on together, I try to watch it every Thursday when I'm at work. I always try to watch that. I heard some black guys want to be some black guys, and some black girls too. So I always try to support everybody. I'm not, I consider them my brothers as much as I consider my own brother. Blood does not always dictate, you know, oh, David Moore, he didn't win. Dang, who's Giuliani's? Okay, anyway. But I always, try to support everybody. I really do. I I truly do. I don't have any, you know, animosity towards anyone. I don't. I really don't. So that's it. Congratulations, Christopher. Not afraid to cry. Makes a man a man. My first wife used to hate that song. She said, "You like that song? You like that song?" I said, "Yeah." Caring and affection, not afraid to cry. Is it a man or a woman? It's a man. His name is London Jones. She never liked that song. Whenever they played that song at any of the stepper sets, she would not dance to it. Say, "Come on, baby, this is our song." Which is why I divorced her. No, I'm just kidding. It was way worse than that. Here's Lionel Richie on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello, Jamie. I bet Superman and Batman have sweaty taints from wearing tights with underwear on the outside. Troy, how do you come up with this stuff? I tell you, Elaine, Troy is so funny. Don't you think so? Kramer. Mm-mm. Ah, hey Kramer. Is there a fly in here? Really? Really, is there a fly in here? Get your boo-boo eating self out of here. All right, show the judges the elections for the judges. Mm-mm. Anna Valencia lost. Wow. Not surprised. I don't get too much into politics, but I know who's real and who isn't. You know, some of these politicians, well, 90% of them are, full of caca. They sure are. So, yeah. Preston Shanks, what's going on, Preston? Dr. Ron said the bro code. Never break the bro code. Mm-mm. Bros before ha 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 ha. Anyway, so I was telling somebody tonight, my date. I said, they sit up and watch me at night. They. I'm not being, what is that? Paranoid, but they sit up and watch me. I know who watches me and who, actually, participates in the show. You know, people will come in, they'll say hi, and they'll comment on things that Troy says, you know, which is kind of cool, But then there are others that sit back and they watch me like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. Keep talking that stuff, huh? You had a date tonight, huh? Okay, all right. You had a date, huh? Yeah, I know where you work. There won't be no more dating. Nah. Next date is gonna be you're gonna have lunch with me forever. Remember that movie Misery? Oh my God. That movie Misery gave me nightmares. Let me tell you, that movie gave me nightmares. That and what's the other movie? Play Misty for me. Oh, I almost quit. Well, that ended abruptly, I tell you. Lionel Richie and Lady. Originally, he wrote that song for Kenny Rogers to sing. Kenny sang it, and that was the beginning of the end of the Commodores. They were like, "Well, Lionel, can you write us some songs here?" You're like, "Hey, I got a whole bunch of these songs, but oh, you guys don't want to sing these. They're all love songs. They're all to my wife Brenda. Oh, you don't like this, do you? No." That was the beginning of the end for the Commodores. Up until then, the Commodores are making some funky dance cuts, Of course, Brick House, Fancy Dancer, I Feel Sanctified, on and on and on. And then all of a sudden, they just started with these other songs, Cause I'm Easy, Once, Twice, Three Times a Lady. It kind of got a little, a little mundane, a little boring there. I'm like, come on, Lionel, I want to hear you go ow one more time, like in Just to Be Close to You. Ow, yeah, the owl was just gone. Anyway, Bedtime Stories is brought to you in part by Commodore 64. Wings and nachos. Yay. That's good news, Lady G. That's great news. That's great news. The power of prayer, baby. The power of prayer. That sounds like me. Anyway, this is Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and The best music of your life. I almost said World Vibe Radio. I don't think he carries my show anymore. Shame on him. It's a good show. It's a real good show. I think I'm going to shop it to other radio stations. Anyway, this is Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. If you're watching me right now on Facebook and you see my eyes keep going up because I'm watching television, trying to find out who won, you know. And the thing is, if you didn't vote, you shouldn't be watching it, right? Because that means you did not do your civic duty, which was to vote. So let me turn this TV off. I didn't vote in the primaries. Yeah, shame on me. I know. Troy Anthony said, I heard Huey Lewis relies strictly on the power of love. I believe that too. I believe that. Anyway, I got an interesting phone call, and I'll tell you guys about the phone call during the next break. Right now, here's the first of two in a row from Mr. Ronnie Laws. This is Stay Still and Let Me Love You. Don't ask me the meaning of that song, but just stay still. Yeah. Stay still and let me love you. Ooh, Lord. Richard Irvin, you forgot to vote. Uh-oh. I did, and my vote seemed to count. All right, Angie Martin Turner. What's going on, sis? Jonathan Jackson, 28%. Bad doll. Not so much. I didn't know they were running against each other. Excuse me. That's interesting. I'm sure once she found out that Jonathan was in there, she's like, oh damn. I mean, not to say anything bad about anyone. You know, no one, nobody. But anytime you think you can go up against someone by the last name of Jackson, yeah. Jonathan Jackson, Jesse Jackson Jr., his wife, yeah. Pritzker gave a great speech, yeah. Carrie Steele, Carrie Steele. Mrs. Mays Jackson. Pritzker gave a great speech. I couldn't hear it because, I have the sound down. But with 90% of the vote in, Jonathan Jackson leads. Honestly, I didn't know who to vote for because I've never heard of most of these people. And that's understandable. Without a commercial, not radio commercial, but without a television commercial, you don't know what these people look like and who you should, give your vote to. Especially to a Chicago Jackson. I know, right? Now, see, what Carrie Steele should have done was she's married to Mays Jackson. What Carrie Steele should have done was hyphenated her name. If she gonna keep that name Steele, she should have been Carrie Steele Jackson. I'm just saying, Carrie. I know, boo, the election was extremely disappointing. Well, Preston, some people actually, their people won. Whoever they were voting for. Irvin deserved to lose. Yeah, Irvin was a very, I heard he was not one of the best mayors of whatever city he's the mayor for. So, or the mayor of, I should say. They said Irving deserved to lose, But anyway, J.B. Pritzker voted. Well, J.B. got his own money. I'm sorry. J.B. got his own money. J.J. got his daddy's money. I'm just saying. Danny Davis. Irvin was a sellout. Yeah, well, she should have hyphenated her last name to steal horse to get more motorcycle rider votes. Yeah, I hear you. Danny Davis, Preston, Danny's a shoe-in. And let me tell you why. He's a shoe-in. Whenever he runs, he's a shoe-in. There's nobody who can beat Danny Davis. No one. Now, unless he does something really outlandishly stupid, there's no way that Uncle Danny can lose. He can't. He can't lose. Bobby Rush can't lose. Now, as much as we talked about the West Side is a hot mess, I know. As much as we talked about, because Danny Davis and I, we had a conversation. And, he came down to cut some commercials at VON. And the last thing he said was, I said, he turned around to me, he said, half of them are not even going to win. I said, why would you say that? I said, well, the question was, how do you feel about so many blacks running for office? He said, it's a shame because none of them are going to win. Uncle Danny, really? And he said, and I quote, the only reason that Lightfoot got in office because they didn't want anybody else to get that position. They didn't want anyone that they felt was part of the Daily Machine, a part of of being in the mayor. And everyone thought that it was time for some new blood. So that's why Lightfoot got in there. It had nothing to do with her being a black woman. It had everything to do with change. And that's what it was. It had everything to do with change. Damn fly. How dare you? I'm doing a show here, fly. What are you, from Pence's camp or something? Anyway, so he said, and once again, he brought up a lot of nice, interesting points, saying that people thought that the machine was still alive and well, talking about the Daily Machine. Well, the Daily Machine hasn't. She actually said what we were all thinking. Yeah, and that was another reason why she got in. It had to be said about outgoing Mayor Emanuel. But yeah, she said stuff that that we wanted to hear, and that's how she got elected. Stuff that we wanted to say out loud, but were afraid to say, and she said it out loud, and they were like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, she feels us, yeah." But I don't think it had anything to do with her being a black woman. I think it had a lot to do with her being a politician, period. And a politician who was not part of what was called then the Daily Machine. So that was it. So Um, she got elected, but he said, some of them are not going to be elected just because. I said, okay. So, Uncle Danny, he hit the nail on the head. He's been in office since. But, it goes back to me saying, can't nobody beat him. Him or, excuse me, him or Bobby Rush. They're unbeatable. And anybody named Jackson, you can't, sorry, you can't beat a Jackson. Just can't. You know, Jesse Jackson Jr., Jonathan Jackson, Jesse Jackson Sr., Joe Jackson, Michael Tito, Jermaine, Randy, Janet, you can't beat them. Latoya and Reby, you can't beat a Jackson. If Katherine Jackson decided she was going to run for mayor, she going to get elected. 80 years old or not, she going to be the next mayor because her last name is Jackson. Not saying that, don't get me wrong, not saying that John will not do a great job. He will do a great job. He will do a great job. When your dad spends years of being a public servant, there is no way you can't lose. Just don't mess up. Just saying. Congratulations, Jonathan Luther Jackson. Shh. Stay awake and I want you, baby. 2 in a row from Houston, Texas' own Mr. Ronnie Laws. That is Stay Awake right here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining us. And for waiting for me to get on Facebook Live. I tell you, I'm going to put this computer in the shop. Yeah, right. Sure I am. Anyway, thank you for joining us as always. I appreciate it. I'm sitting here watching the primaries. And a lot of people won that some people that I actually knew, Danny Davis. I knew Danny Davis was going to win anyway. There is no way that Danny Davis can lose. He's been in public service forever. Since the first time I met him, he was always, people say I should be on the radio. No, you should not. You should be doing what you're doing, Danny Davis. And that's public service. All right. We do a little thing we call Same Song, Different Artist. And I'm going to do it on this show tonight. Here's Patty Austin and her version of So Amazing on Bedtime Stories. I heard Shalane Maxwell named Al Greer as Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand man in court today. You're so funny. You're so funny. You are so funny. Seinfeld has nothing on you, sir. You are truly one of the kings of comedy. One of the kings of comedy. Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand man. That's funny. Mm-mm. U.S. Congress. We had 3 Hispanics running against each other. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes. Julian Cruz, my man. Who dressed him tonight? Julian, take that off. Mm-mm. That must be her husband standing in the background. He's looking Delia Ramirez. Yeah, that's got to be her husband. 'Cause he's standing right there, looking dead in her mouth. He's like, mm-hmm. He said, "I'm gonna get some of this fat ass tonight." Ooh, did I say that? I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because I knew several people who were running for judge. Of course, two of them were running commercials here on the station. Um, uh, Tiffany, Tiffany Brooks, and of course Maria Moldar. I mean, Maria's gonna kick my butt later on. Maria Barlow, and I hope that the two of them won. Nice young ladies. They were both running for judge, not running against each other, but running as a judge. Because as you all know, or maybe you don't know, because you've never been to 26 in California, all the judges are like, they're as old as the judges, on the in DC. Yeah, they old. Old. The one that almost put me away, that put R. Kelly away. Yeah. Oh, where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? Anyway, like I said, congratulations to all of those young ladies that I mentioned, or two young ladies that I mentioned. You know, where's that coming from? I want to know. That's coming from somewhere. Anyway, I ain't gonna worry about it. But anyway, thank you so much, as always, for joining us. Uh-oh. Thaddeus Jones. That sound like a brother there. Thaddeus Jones. What'd you say, Angie? Out your butt. Okay. There's my girl, Gaynor Hall. Oh God, she got her hair fixed tonight. I'm so happy. Uh-oh. There's John John. Mm-mm. I knew he was gonna win. Speaking of which, Boogie in Your Butt. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's greatest hits. Boogie in Your Butt and My Girl Likes to Party All the Time. Yeah. Mm-mm. Jonathan looking good, boy. Look at him. He done got the Beijing and the Magic Shave. Go ahead. Go ahead, John John. He used to be a contributor to our station. That's back when Cliff Kelly was still on. And he just put us down for politics. But I'm happy to see him. I am so happy. But anybody named Jackson is going to win. I guarantee you. Shoot, if Janet runs for office, she gonna win hands down. She runs against Beyonce. You know, I got to vote for Janet. I got to. Carrie Steele, she put up a good fight. Should have used her married name. Yep, should have been Jackson. I don't want, but that's just it. I don't know what happened with. Now I can't think of his name, but it'll come to me in a few minutes. It'll flash across the screen. But I'm surprised he didn't win. David Moore. Yeah. Because David was everywhere. Dang, this hair's in my mouth. Like shut up, Troy. Everywhere that I DJ'd, he showed up. I think he was following me, but he can never remember who I was. But that's cool. David Moore. Same song, different artist. Luther and So Amazing right here on Bedtime Stories. I guess I was talking and I had the mic on, but at least I didn't say anything wrong. That's a good thing. Anyway, coming up in a few minutes, we're going to do Foreplay. That's 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. If you have one in mind, let me know. I might be playing your artist tonight right here on Bedtime Stories. Troy said, speaking of which, play Boogie in Your Butt by Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is going to release his greatest hits album. Does Jonathan look more like his godfather, Martin Luther King? He absolutely does look like Martin. Now that you mention that, Angie, he does look like Martin Luther King. You know, after all, he is Jonathan Luther King. Jackson. See, now, look what you done made me do. Here's Anthony Watson and Solid Love Affair on Bedtime Stories. Ooh, did I say that? Jonathan Luther King. Oh, boy. In a few minutes, my phone is going to ring. It's going to be Jesse Jackson. So you think that's funny? You think that's funny? No, sir. No, sir, Mr. Jackson. No, sir. Slip of the lip. Slip of the lip. No, sir. I'm sorry. That is not funny. No. But you did name him Jonathan Luther Jackson. I'm just saying. Jonathan Luther. I'm just saying. Yeah. What hurts me now that I can't joke with Reverend Jackson anymore. I used to joke with him. I would say, I would ask him if he had a copy of Cannonball Adderley's Country Preacher, which is a song that he co-wrote and dedicated to him. So I would always ask, Reverend Jackson that he have a copy of the album. So as of recent, I stopped doing that. They've beefed up security on him so closely now. You can't get close to him anymore. His condition is worsening. He's just basically maintaining, but they're going to do everything they can to keep Jesse alive. Oh no, he is not going to. Yeah. Nope, he is not going to fall to the same fate of his mentor. It ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna let Jesse die. I don't care what y'all say. Marie Newman. She sounds like a sister. Anyway, here's something that Lady G could probably answer. You know, they're making such a big deal over Pride Week, Pride Month, whatever, you know, where they didn't do that before. You know what I'm saying? Where's that coming from? Anyway, yeah, I'm just saying that, you know, they're making such a big deal, um, you know, out of this whole pride thing. Or is it me? You know, every time you turn around, there is you know, a pride commercial or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong. They can do whatever they want to. You know, whatever floats their boat. I'm just saying. But it's like, you know, every time you turn around, there's something that has to do with pride. Oh, Thomas Dart, he won. Who is she? Slight lead over Keena Collins. Keena, I love you. I love you, babe. But you got to fix your grill. Too much makeup. Fix that grill. Do you think Wonder Woman was kinky and had liked being tied up in her own golden lasso? Anyway, Keena Collins. They're making a big deal about a choice. It's bigger. It's getting bigger than Black History Month. You're absolutely right. Keena Collins, we love you. We love you, sister. Fix your grill. Fix that grill. They're doing a close up on her. Oh my God. They're like, what is that in her mouth? Those are her teeth. Good Lord. Poor baby. They find a right to say I love you. Help, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me find a way to say I love you. That is Little Anthony and the Imperials right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Still checking I guess the votes for the general election. David Moore, I thought he was going to win. I didn't see who else was running against him, so therefore there's no way that I thought he would. You know, he put up a good fight. Anyway, Angie said, get her some teeth. I know, right? Oh, poor baby. And she looks so, yeah. But those teeth, I'm sorry, baby. You, you can't win with that grill. You just can't. Anyway, there we go. There's my theme song. Anyway, coming up in about 29 minutes, we're going to do foreplay. That's four songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Here's Stevie Wonder. All in Love is Fair on Bedtime Stories. A earthquake hit Thailand today. At the same time, Bobby Brown was jumping rope. That's not a coincidence. Thank you, Troy. Whew, where's my rim shot when you need it? Excuse me. I'm going to sleep tonight, I swear. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Troy, what do you have against Bobby Brown? That's all I want to know. Greg Beasley, what's going on, sir? Did you get out and vote today? What up, Greg? What up? Bobby Brown keeps hijacking hostess trucks destined for Michigan. That's what. uh-uh. Oh, hijacking the hostess trucks. I tell you. Woo! Don't forget to share the video, guys. We are losing a lot of good people. I read the guy who wrote Everybody Plays the Fool by Main Ingredient just passed. I hope not. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. Oh, not the one that wrote I Just Don't Want to Be Lonely. Okay. That was Bobby Eli. Everybody plays the fool. Mm-mm. Ooh, Lord, help me. Oh, 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 oh. Huh. Richard Irving. Mm. Now, who's this Beverly Miles? I didn't know she was running against Pritzker. Mm. I just looked up. His name was Ken Williams. Okay. Oh, yeah, definitely. Just a little bit. Hmm. Russell Tompkins Jr., the stylistics. And give a little love. Produced by Maurice Starr, the guy that, of course, discovered New Edition. And it's interesting because that song sounds like everything that they ever did back in the day on Avco Embassy that was produced by Tom Bell. Yeah. So, anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, just ahead of foreplay in about 20 minutes from now. All right. If you have someone in mind that you want for foreplay, just let me know. Hit me up right here on Facebook. All right. Here's the Gap Band and their version of Going in Circles right here on Bedtime Stories. Hmm. Tom Bell was badass it's an understatement. After his success with the Stylistics, the Delphonics, and others, they gave him a list of people that, you know, they said, Mr. Bell, you can work with anybody you want. He went down the list. He said, and at the bottom of the list was the Spinners. The bottom of the list. Greg, the bottom of the list was the Spinners. They said, "Oh no, no, you don't want to work with them. Oh God, they just left Motown, and that's that curse of Motown. Anytime they leave Motown, that's it. They're done. You know what happened to Mary Wells? You know what happened to Florence Ballard? He said, I'll take these Spinners guys. Okay. Um, hmm, David Moore, only 9% of the vote. Wow. Anyway, him and Linda Creed did the damn thing. Once again, Greg, that's an understatement. I heard Anita Ward punch Tom Bell and therefore rung his bell. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Ting. Yes. I'm telling you, he could have worked with anybody else. Anybody. He said, give me the spinners. And the rest, as they say, was history. When I say that Tom Bell killed it, he killed it. He was so successful, he built his own damn studio. He was like, I'm going to build a studio myself. You know, he was part of that mighty three. It was Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, Tom Bell. That was the mighty three right there. Mm-mm. And once again, he took the Spinners, a group that had no hits from Motown, except the last song that they did exiting Motown, which was It's a Shame, which was written by Stevie. All right, had to turn my fan around. There we go. Fritz Kahee. Kagi. Cook County Assessor. Okay. Jake. Jake Elwood. Vic Jackson, what's going on? Slick Vic in the house. Ken Griffin, that's his name. Wait a minute, how did Ken Griffin get more money than Pritzker? Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. Hmm. It was interesting. I was listening to WVON the other day, which is something that I never do because I work there. And there was a guy who does a show there on Saturdays, or used to do a show there. And he made a comment about J.B. Pritzker. He basically said his Fred Flintstone ass needs to go back to bedrock. Well, guess what? He's yelling yabba dabba do tonight. They kill me with that. My thing is, say it to his face. Uh, took me. Sing it, Eddie. Sang. Eddie Kendricks. Tell her love has felt the need. Right here on Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, saying hello to Slick Vic Jackson. Thanks for checking in to Bedtime Stories. As usual, I really appreciated Greg Beasley. He was saying that Tom Bell was a badass. Greg, that's putting it mildly because you got to remember Tom Bell's track record goes back to when he was working with the Delphonics. So he went from working with the Delphonics and the Stylistics to working with the Spinners. His success with the Spinners was, what can I say? It was a magic between the two of them, between him, Linda Creed, and of course, all five of the Spinners. The man had the Midas touch. He could have worked with any group that he wanted to, but he chose the Spinners because they hadn't had a hit since leaving Motown. He's like, yeah, give me these guys. Are you sure? Okay. Here's Gladys Knight and the Pips, written by Ashford and Simpson. It's The Landlord. The keeper, follow. big enough. Mm-mm. One of a kind fairy tale kind of love that you read about in the fairy tale. Thank you. One of a kind love affair is Tom Dart. Just knew he was going to win. Boykin didn't have a chance. Like a 6'2" chickmuck. Felipe Wynn was a star in his own right. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to cash in on that after leaving the Spinners. Because soon after that, he succumbed to a massive heart attack on stage. On stage. I was like, wow. Elo, what's going on? Hey, Elo. Sheldon. Like the new equipment. Thank you. Now, if I can get the mic, I didn't win the mic on the bidding for the mic on eBay. So I'm just waiting for the price to drop on the mic. As I ain't buying this mic. I ain't putting $300. I already paid two for well, not this one, but yeah, I did pay two for this one. What am I talking about? Just buy the mic, right? Okay. Just go ahead and buy it. What am I talking about? Mm-mm. Thank you, Victor. $300. Well, I don't feel so bad now. 300. Whoa. $300. Good Lord. I can't complain. I think this one was 200 when I bought it. I think it was. I can't remember. This is before my first marriage. $299.99. I know that's right. One of a kind. Makes a lame man walk. Want to be with you. The Spinners by request for Vic Jackson and One of a Kind Love Affair. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. I had a conversation with a gentleman by the name of Bill Crane. Now, of course, that name's not going to sound familiar to you. But if you put Butterball in front of it, then you know exactly who I'm talking about. He was one of the WVON good guys. Nothing happened to him. Absolutely nothing has happened to him. As a matter of fact, he's probably in better health than a lot of us that are younger than he is. I recently asked him to be on my show on WVON, and he graciously said no in so many words. No, he said, I don't do that anymore. I said, wow. I said, can I just get a drop out of you? Just saying, you know. He said, I don't do that anymore. And I was like, okay. And I had to respect that. I said, sir, I respect your decision not to go on my show. I respect your decision not to do a drop for me. I respect that. And, you know, I thank you for calling me anyway. But it was like, wow. I know Bill Buttercroft. Yes, Levita's dad. I know Angie. Thank you. I've known that for years. Thank you. She had to put that in there. Yeah. But he graciously declined to be on my show. I was like, I have to respect that. I was like, well, thank you for calling me anyway. So, of course, I got to work on the other three good guys who are still living. That would be Cecil Hale, Jay Johnson, and of course, Joe Youngblood Cobb, aka the voice of Soul Train. So I had to work on those three. But I understand. By the way, it is time for foreplay. But before we do that, okay, Angie. With Al Greer. Yeah, on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and WRLN, the best music of your life. It is time for foreplay right here on Bedtime Stories. I picked the group tonight because I was talking about them earlier. As a matter of fact, to Greg Beasley. He said Tom Bell was the man. He was a beast when it came to production. Back in the day, Tom Bell used to produce groups like the Delphonics, and the stylistics. Because of his success with both of those groups, it gave him the luxury to work with any group that he wanted to. Someone gave him a list of people to work with. It's like, okay, no. He got all the way to the bottom of the list. He said, what about these guys? They said, the Spinners? Are you kidding me? They haven't had a hit since they left Motown. Their last big hit was It's a Shame. It was written by Stevie Wonder. You don't want to work with those guys. You don't want to. I want the Spinners. Well, Tom, you got them. And they made gold and platinum records together. In tonight's Spotlight, on Foreplay, we feature the music of the Spinners for Lady G on Bedtime Stories. Happy birthday to Catherine. Long time no see. Howdy do, your thin soldiers, your clowns too. Oh, laughing at you too. Could not be true. You see me, they just don't. Oh, okay. Greg said next time you bid on equipment on eBay's auctionsniper.com to almost guarantee you to win the item. Okay, cool. Because the price of that microphone was ridiculously low. It was something like $150 for the, and I'm looking for the EV320. The EV320. Now they got a RE20, but I want the EV320, which that particular mic goes with this board, which is the Rodecaster Pro. They have a setting on it specifically for that mic. Not for this one, which is the AT2020, which is this one's a Japanese mic. I think the EV is also a Japanese mic, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that's the one I want. So guys, if you like me, and it's not my birthday coming up or anything, it's the black one, the EV320. It's a black mic. It resembles its big brother, which is the it's like the mic that everybody uses. It's in radio stations, it's in studios and everything else. So, yeah. Auction Sniper puts your bid in at the last possible second, so you can't be outbid. Auction Sniper. Thank you. Thank you. AuctionSniper.com. In fact, let me put that in now. AuctionSniper.com. Because I was like, I knew I was going to get that. I wanted that mic so badly. I got it. Good night. Tipsy, really? Ooh, I wish you was around. If you was around and Tipsy, boy, woo-wee. I would fall asleep on you. I swear I would. Williams Jean, what's going on, Countess? You gonna be at the Taste Reunion, which is coming up? The Taste Reunion. starring Melinda as Tina Turner, Melinda's husband as Ike Turner. Mm-mm. Did you go to the building? No, I did not. I found another apartment. My thing was I don't want to be in a building with a whole bunch of older people. My apartment will be ready in the next couple of weeks. By the end, we're talking towards the end of July. So, yep. So I'm looking forward to that. 64th and Morgan. They're like, why are you putting your address out there? 64th and Morgan. They can't find me, unless you know what I drive and you know the exact address. They ain't gonna find me. Holly Jennings, I am fine. How are you, sweetheart? I'm all right now. Earlier, oh man, oh mama. I I had a little problem. My hard drive, it just, yeah. But of course, I had all my stuff backed up on another one. But that doesn't mean, I was happy about losing all of that stuff. I had interviews on there, everything, and I'm hoping that they could actually, save all of that information and put it on another hard drive. Haven't heard. I've been busy with my busy. Congratulations, you having a housewarming. Yes, I am. I am having a housewarming. As a matter of fact, thank you for mentioning that. Yep. The housewarming will be maybe a month or two later because I sure need some furniture. Because once I move out of here, all I have is equipment. This is it. These computers, that's my furniture. That couch over there, that stays. That's going to be for the next person that moves into this basement. But yeah, I'm hoping they give me some of this furniture. That would be nice. At least something to put my TV on. So, what do I need? Everything. I need well, first of all, I'm going to do it one room at a time. I already have everything that I want, you know, for my studio. I just purchased a new board. I'm going to get a new mic. I got these new headphones. So all I really need is bedroom furniture. That's going to be the next room I move. So studio, bedroom, living room.
It's foreplay inside.
So that's basically all I need is, you know, bedroom stuff. They have closets so I can hang my clothes up. Kitchen stuff, I got plenty of kitchen stuff. Plenty of that. Plenty of kitchen stuff. You know, Forks and knives and spoons, oh my. So, yeah. Pillow sheets, yes. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get a king size, a queen size. Queen size will do for me. I mean, even a full size would be fine. Yeah. What color? um, beige, brown, tan. Yep, that's the color because that's the color of the carpet. Beige, brown, tan. Bathroom stuff. No purple. No. Mm-mm. I don't know if I want a purple bathroom. I don't know. Al already got bed sheets and a mattress from a local motel. Thank you, Troy. Thank you. Troy doesn't believe in that, but yeah, purple bathroom would be kind of cool. Now that I think about it, for Prince, yeah. For your free photo shoot, not a photo shoot. Wow. Ooh, excuse me. Those type driving me crazy. Promoting more. Okay. Typos. Stop typing so fast. Ken Watlington, what's going on, sir? Yep. Slow your typing down there, Jean Countess Williams. Hmm. One Night Alone. I heard that. I need some pizza when I come to Chicago. I heard that. Hmm. Wrapping up foreplay, four songs in a row by the Great Spinners, produced by the even greater Tom Bell. He had his choice to work with any group, and he chose the Spinners. Aren't you glad he chose the Spinners? I know I am. It's Bedtime Stories right here on the internet, on WOSD Radio, the best music of your life, and of course, Biggs Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello to Countess, also to Ken Watlington, and Slick Vic Jackson. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Um, just everybody. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I had a mishap this afternoon. My hard drive just got corrupted. And I was like, where, oh, where am I going to find all this stuff over and over again? So I freaked out. I called Chicago Computer Club and I took the hard drive out there. And I'm hoping that they will fix it and or, of course, put all the information on a newer hard drive. Thank God I had it backed up on another hard drive. Otherwise, I would have been not happy at all. Really not happy at all. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. From the album Sounds and Stuff Like That, the same album, of course, that gives you our theme song. And that was the whole thing, Countess. I I wanted to be by myself. Now, in order to be by myself, I would have to be in an apartment by myself. Now, and I just wasn't ready to move into a senior building. I just wasn't. I figure when it's time for me to move in, 80, 90 years old, then yeah. But right now, I ain't ready. I'm not ready to be a senior yet. Even though I am, but I'm not ready. Just not ready to settle down. I still got a little fire left in me. I'm back. Peace is a blessing. Understand, you may get an old sugar dad in these buildings. I know, right? I may give me an old sugar dad. Go ahead. Yep, I just wasn't ready, you know, to be in a building with a whole bunch of older people. I did that once before. I was the youngest person in the building at the Montclair. At least I thought I was. But I just wasn't ready for that. Just to, just wasn't ready. So, I could have put in the application at two different places, and both of them were senior buildings. And I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm not no senior. So I digress. But you say, let the women cook for you? Yeah. What is playing here? Okay, let it play. What you say, Ben Gay? Ben Gay, yeah. When you're that old, Ben Gay is your friend. Tony Orlando's real name is Anthony Tampa Bay. Hello. I heard a lot of men saying these women don't take care of home. No, they don't. Mm-mm. That song will always have a special part in my heart. I remember when I was a kid, they had a talent show at school, right? And I begged my dad, please let me play the organ at this talent show. He said, I'm not bringing that organ outside this house. I'm like, Dad, but I want to be in the talent show. He said, play the piano. They got a piano there? Okay. And the song that I played on that organ, that little toy organ, is Ellie's Love Theme. I thought I was doing something. I was just playing the melody, no chords, just the melody. And I just thought, oh man, I'm a star. I'm a star. I'm a star. I'm a star. That was the first and the last time that I ever played in school, at least that instrument. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep, with the greatest love songs of all time, like this one from DeBarge. Ooh, I like it. I've been thinking about you for quite a while. Things you do, and it's fine to. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, and I like it. Ba-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-bum, bum. Bam, bum, 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 bum. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I like it. Ooh, and I like it. I like it. Just by you. Just one more time. On my every day and every night, my every thought is you. Huh. Things you do. Let's confess it. Ooh, and I like it. See, that's old school that you're talking about, Countess. You know, men taking care, or women taking care of their men and cooking and all that. That's old school. They got frozen dinners for that. You know, women don't care nothing about that anymore. Women don't care. Oh, really? Ooh, that's what's up. Sounds good to me. Yep, men don't believe in chivalry and women don't believe in cooking for men anymore. They just don't. Yep, women don't believe in that stuff. The man is supposed to take care of them, period. That's it. That's it. That's all. You know, that's that old saying. There's what's that old saying? The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Women don't believe that anymore. They just don't. They don't believe it. Nope, they don't believe that. Yep, all of that's old school. Dun, 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 dun. You know, there was an old saying back in the day. They said that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Women don't believe that anymore. They just don't. You know, women believe in a man taking care of them, period. End of story. That's it. They don't believe in being wooed back. You know, my thing is chivalry is not dead, it's just on life support. And a good woman is not hard to find if that's exactly what you want. If you want a good woman, then she's not hard to find at all. Women are always talking about how bad men are. There's a reason why men are as bad as they are. And I'm about to tell the secret because women don't tell them otherwise. If you women, if you tell them, don't talk to me like that, talk to me like I got some sense. Would you say that to your mother? Would you say that to your auntie? Would you say that to your sister? Would you say that to your grandmother? Would you talk to them like that? That's the whole thing. If you respect them, then they will respect you back. They have no choice but to respect you back. All right. And last but not least, if you love someone, it's a wonderful thing. Is Maze featuring Frankie Beverly on Bedtime Stories. I heard Whitney Houston's real name was Whitney Greater Dallas Fort Worth Area. Thank you, Troy. Mm-mm. Dang, I got somebody watching me on Twitter. Wow. That's what's up. Not Twitter. My bad. Twitch. Mm-mm. No, they don't love that good man. They just don't. You know, these women would rather be beat on and mistreated so bad. They would rather be beat on and mistreated. I don't know why, but I think what happens is that if a man is too good, she thinks he's a wuss. If he's too kind, he's a wuss. If he's too nice to her, if he pulls out chairs, opens doors, holds doors, holds hands, then he's a wuss. He's a punk. He's a wussy because they're so used to getting beat up, literally and physically, beat up, called everything but a child of God, called all out of their names. That's the problem. And then when they get with a real man, it's like they don't know how to act. Oh my goodness, this man loves me. Yeah. But I don't know how to react to him because I've never been loved before. I've never been loved before. So therefore, I can't give this man any love. And it's so sad. It's so sad because women were not given love as kids, as children. The only love they've only known, especially these women, the only love they've only known was from their father. And that's it. And of course, daddy wasn't perfect either, but he was daddy. So he could do anything he wanted to. He could do anything. Daddy could not do any wrong. In a little girl's eyes, daddy daddy could do no wrong. Absolutely none. No way, no how. Mm-mm. Nope, that's not my daddy driving that getaway car on TV. No, that's not him. Mm-mm. And that's just it. Little girls grow up adoring their fathers and despising their mothers. Well, go on, be with him then. Why don't you go F your daddy? You love him so much? Mom, they take it to the extreme, which is just awful. It really is. And some of them have never been loved either. Those that say, go live with your daddy, go stay with your dad, go be with your daddy then. They've never had that type of love. So they don't know how to treat a man. They just don't. They don't know how to treat a man. We're never taught how to treat each other, except when we go to church. And that's only on Sunday. Tell the truth and shame the devil. It's only for Sunday. It's for show. Because once you get home Sunday night, it's all over with. But you say, send them your way. I know that's right. you know. Men don't know how to be gentlemen, and women don't know how to be treated by gentlemen. I know Kim Samuels wasn't going to say that. He wasn't going to say that. But women, You know, they see these images on television. They see these guys with their pants hanging down. They see these guys going upside a woman's head, calling them out of their names. So they just assume that that's the way it is, and that's the way it be. It don't be like that. It just doesn't. You know, they don't know any other way but what they see on television, and it's awful. It's awful. You know, it's really awful. These ugly images that we see on on these reality shows, just awful. That's not how men act. You know, I don't think my grandfather ever put a hand on my grandmother. Because he knew at night who fixed his plate. Like, you want to hit me, and I'm gonna hold my eye, and I'm gonna give you your plate. I'm gonna give you your plate upside your head. You have a plate in your head. You know, but my daddy pulled it once. That's all he needed. He pulled it once. He used to whoop my ass because he couldn't whoop mama's ass. Now, tell that truth. You know, I didn't grow up seeing my mother get abused by my father. I didn't grow up watching that. You know, I grew up watching my dad sing to my mother. Or he just walk around the house singing, "Darling Jefferson Boku." That's all he did. He sang to her. He sang to my mother. You know, he didn't lay a hand on her except to put his arm around her at night. And at a certain point, they stopped sleeping in the same bed together. So, but all this crazy stuff that we see on television, that's not reality. They may call it reality TV or reality show, but the reality is it ain't real. Touch me right there. No problem. Okay, baby. Come here, let me touch you, girl. Rolls Royce, Golden Touch, Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going off on a rant. I don't know if people are actually listening to me or they just amazed at what I'm saying. I'm on Twitch tonight. I'm on Facebook Live and YouTube all at the same time. It's a wonderful thing. And I'm talking about reality TV. You see these TV programs and they say reality television, and you see women getting cussed out and women beating other women and cussing other women out, and their men cussing them out. Is that reality television? Is that the reality? Is it ain't real? Here's DJ Rogers and Patrice Rushen. Giving it up is giving up. Shh. Mm. Yep, that's old school loving. Old school loving is the best kind of loving. LT. But anyone who disagrees with me, hey, let me know. But I think that this reality TV is going too far. It has gone too far. Thank you, LT. It's gone too far. You know, that stuff is just not real. It's just not real. It's only for entertainment purposes. And that's it. It's for entertainment purposes. You know, if you ever watch the Real Husbands of Hollywood, it's all scripted. It's making fun of these reality shows. It's not real. It's really scripted. And Kevin Hart is a genius for doing it because it's not real. It's scripted. And that's it. It's scripted. It's a bunch of hoo-ha. You know, it's not real. And at the end of the day, these young girls and boys, they sit and watch this stuff and they're just mesmerized by it. And they go out, gotcha, you sucker. And they go out and they do the same thing that they see on television. These women ain't having it. They're just not having it. And all of this stuff that they watch on television, they think because it says reality TV, it's not really what goes on in a household. It isn't. Huh. You know, they call it reality TV because it's unscripted. They basically give them a scenario of what to do in front of the cameras. And they do it. And they act a fool. Because if they were normal, like many of us are, it would be no good for television. You know, it's boring when people get along. It's boring when they don't cuss at each other. It's boring when a woman doesn't walk into a restaurant with a fishnet outfit on and no underwear. Real Housewives of Atlanta, the most popular in the entire chain because it's the most drama.
I was truly in love. It happened when I met someone that made everything that I enjoy in life a little bit more special. And plus, I felt it in my pants.
He's the love doctor with your prescription. Al Greer with bedtime stories.
Yep, it has corrupted everybody. Yep, it just makes us all look stupid at the end of the day. Makes us all look like idiots. Makes us all look like that's the way we all act, meaning black folks. That's the way we act. That's the way that's what we refer to each other. You know, hey, bitch. So that's it. Yep, that is it. And we buy it, hook, line, and sinker. We should prevent our children from watching this. We can't. I mean, we could and put a block on it. Certain shows, wouldn't come through the internet or cable or whatever your provider is. But yep, yep, should be a warning. This is not real. Do not treat your women like this. Do not talk to your girlfriend like this. Go on, Ken. Mm. That is Amy Winehouse. Yes. All My Lovin', originally done by the Beatles. Of course, she slowed it down and put some soul into it. And I love it. Don't care what you say about Amy. Anyway, Ken Wallington said, I don't watch that crap, talking about reality TV. Just like I don't listen to today's rap or hip hop, if that's what you want to call it. It just isn't what we are used to, what we grew up listening to. My last song of the night from the main ingredient. I don't know why. Exactly. Mumble music. Must be falling in love. That song is so beautiful. The main ingredient in spinning around, that's going to do it for your Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to Ken Wadlington, also to Gene Williams, aka Countess, just everybody. I appreciate you all. Lady G, also to Dr. Ron, who was in earlier, and of course, Jamie Gill. I'm going to leave it right there. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night, Jamie. Good night, Miss Delicious. And good night, everybody. His eyes going to sleep. Peace out.